Hey everybody, it's Mr. Awesome here back with another video, and today I just want to make kind of like a bit of an update video on all my projects and all the progress that I made on them. At the moment, I have at least 3 projects I'm working on, not including the Gorebox maps that I'm going to be making. And I do have some news for people. Whenever the multiplayer comes out for Gorebox, which I think will kill off Gorezone, that other game that I don't think is being worked on anymore. But once once the update comes out, then I will be seeing if I can get some people to help in my videos. And then maybe we can even just play in Gorebox, set up like a server, and yeah, I mean, I can't wait for that update to come out. That would help a lot. Especially, is what would be even cooler is whenever mod support comes out, you can actually get some decent shit into the game. You know, not that the stuff that's in it is indecent, but I mean, there's not really any SCP stuff. I just kind of have to do what I just have to work with what I have, but it would be good to have like more modding capability so that we can basically like make our own updates. It'll come out a lot faster. Content will be a lot more bountiful, and I think that would be a good idea, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just I do have a lot of stuff on my plate, especially now that I have working for making parts for solar panels and shit. But other than that, I mean, when I'm not doing that, I'm usually at home, as I can't drive yet. But that is one of the reasons why videos aren't coming out as quick. Then there's also just the fact that sometimes I'm a lazy fuck. But I do try to find time to work on these videos. Also, an update on the person who died. In my last video that I made, I was talking about that one mobile game that was basically a virus. Somebody died a few houses down from here. Well, they were murdered. And they use that house to hide the body and shit. I'm not gonna say where, but I'm not gonna really go into detail on it, but yeah, that was something that I found out yesterday. But yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. They originally thought that the guy ran off with the equipment, but well, because he just disappeared, and apparently the equipment did too. No, he didn't steal it and run off. No, he was dead. They're working on the house. The one guy, he bought the property or whatever, and then that's basically all I know about it. But yeah, obviously, if I do face reviews and shit like that, actually show what I look like, I just can't get a flattering image or a flattering video. It's like, it makes me look like I have no jawline and shit, which I do have a jawline, and I don't know, it's just kind of difficult, I guess, because it's the lighting or something, but but it's not something I can really change. But yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. But back to the Gorebox multiplayer. I'm probably gonna set up a server or something. If I ever get free time without having to go downstairs every 5 seconds because the dogs need to go out, even though I just took them out and they need to go out again. And if we leave them outside, they start barking at shit. But yeah, whenever I get like a decent time off, I set up a server and people could join and we can hang out and do stupid shit on my maps or whatever. Just hanging out. And well, one of the videos that I'm currently making, it is a cut footage for my SCV rapid response video. It's essentially just the entrance zone, but it's outdated, and the video, it just wasn't up to my standards, so I redid it. Or I'm going to redo it. I didn't get the footage yet. I'm waiting for all the resources to be available in order to do that. But it's getting, obviously it's going to take a little while. But I'm also working on a teaser video for the TRTF VHS series. It's supposed to be like the second part to the night shift at the pizzeria. It's supposed to take place after the missing children's incident, or at least the first one, because I'm planning on adding more despair into the series. But yeah, the TRTF series is absolutely 100% not cancelled. And then the thing is, with TRTF projects being cancelled, if I had a dime for every TRTF game and every TRTF YouTube series or whatever got cancelled, I'd be able to buy a decent gaming PC. But yeah, I'm also starting another YouTube series, which I shouldn't even do because I have a lot on my plate as it is, but fuck it. It's going to be it's going to be an original project. It's supposed to be like a sci-fi into like the future, but there's not going to be like laser guns. There's still going to be bullets. I'm making custom maps for it like at the moment, and so far I think it's looking pretty good. Whenever I got inspiration, one of the maps I'm making for it is called Ecumenopolis, which, if you don't know what an Ecumenopolis is, it's essentially just a city planet. But I originally got the idea of that city planet from Trellis, or whatever it's called. It's a planet mod for space engineers, where it's just an entire planet that is just a giant city. But that's where I got it from, and I like the way I did it, because there's like a skyline, and you, when I might do a small like teaser video for it in the future, but by looking at it, it kind of, it's like a mix of Cyberpunk, Half-Life 2, Space Engineers, Halo. It's just whenever you look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I am currently going to be trying to save up money for a decent gaming PC so that I could do a lot better things. Like maybe being able to edit better videos and other stuff like that. I don't know, play PC games. I'd like to get some Garry's Mod footage, maybe. I don't know, but all I know is I've been wanting to get a decent PC for a while, and all I have is a laptop that runs at like 5 frames a second on most games. So, yeah, I'm kind of trying to save up here, and it's going to be quite a while. I mean, it's decent pay, but it's still going to take a while, plus taxes, I guess, or it's going to screw me over. The government needs to send some more money over to Ukraine and probably build another tank. Yep, obviously we don't have enough stuff. But, yeah, that's with that. I am open to suggestions, if anybody wants to leave a comment. And, there's, the Q&A video that I was talking about a while back. The vote, it's settled that I am going to have a Q&A video. The only thing is nobody has sent me any questions for me to answer. So that's going to be something that needs to be done in order for that to exist. And by the way, these types of videos aren't actually scripted, so that's why I use a lot of verbal crutches, just let you know. I use a lot of ands, uhs, and all these other verbal crutches. Recently, the Gorebox 10K version that had the early version of the multiplayer has been released at the time of making this video, and it's still a bit bunted, as it kicks you after 5 minutes. But hopefully, whenever the multiplayer actually does come out fully, I'd be able to play with some of you guys. But until then, it's just not necessarily working right now. But in the multiplayer, there's a few bugs that I encountered. One of them was, well, you can't really use a helicopter correctly. Another one is that any NPC who has a gun in their holster, they kind of bug out. At least is what I saw with the Fallen Soldier. There's another one where I encountered it once, and it was it's where like something was spazzing out. It looked like a player model was spazzing out. If you were to get into a proximity of it, it would instantly obliterate you if you walked into it. And as I said before, you end up getting kicked out of the server and back to the screen, like the title screen, randomly. I don't know if it's a time specific or if it just randomly happens, but I'm not necessarily sure what causes it. That's the main thing. So I won't be able to really be playing with anybody. I'll join random multiplayer servers to see what happens. I'm gonna just do a little bit of testing. But the thing is that the multiplayer is, in all intents and purposes, it is more unstable than your ex-girlfriend after drinking 2 cans of Red Bull. But it's not necessarily the first time that the game broke. But, you know, you just kind of got to get used to it. But hopefully, whenever the multiplayer actually gets fully released, it won't be as big of a mess as it is now. But we'll just have to wait and see. And eventually, I'm going to try to expand out my content for more than just Gorebox. I want to do like other games as well. I think I said it before in this. I'm playing TRTF4. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but you know, whenever I get a new gaming PC, I'll play Garry's Mod content. I'll play I don't know, Space Engineers, but on PC. I'll play just basically any game that would be on a PC. Hell, I might even be able to play Teardown. And just by looking at it, it looks like with my current laptop, it would explode just by trying to load up the game. Hell, even just loading up the page on Steam would probably blow up my laptop. That's how performance heavy that game has to be. But it should be, I mean, my old laptop wasn't necessarily meant to handle games as anyways, but, I mean, it can handle Half-Life, and, it can handle a couple games relatively easily. I'm not 100% sure what causes it to, suffer, like, whenever it comes to performance. I mean, I'd have like 50 things going on at once in Half-Life, and it works fine, but if it went to anything, if I like put like 2 humans down in People Playground, all of a sudden the game just shits the bed whenever I put them down, and it lags to hell and back. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Well, I just got a notification from GDev. I'm gonna go see what that is. Oh, he increased the capacity in the multiplayer. Well, it's still probably going to kick me out, but, well, I'll try it again after I make this. But I'm not 100% sure what's going on behind the scenes in Gorebox. All I know is, got a bunch of modelers, you got GDev who's coding, and a couple of YouTubers who are, like, working alongside him or some shit. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like they have things under control. It just more or less just takes time in order to complete the, like the updates. But knowing GDev, he 100% is going to deliver an awesome update. It's just, it may or may not, there may be some quirks or whatever, you know. Nothing's perfect, and I'm not asking for perfection. I just, you know, I need some more content. That's all I need, really. Speaking of content, it'll be a lot. It would help a lot if we'd be able to place props down in the map editor. That would be nice. And also, I've seen some people complain about this as well. It's easy to accidentally move the object that you're, like, editing whenever you're looking around because of how sensitive it is to touch, and it kind of can move stuff around, which can be a detriment whenever I'm trying to make my maps. Like, I've encountered that problem while I was working on the biological containment zone map. In it, I end up having to like, kind of like fix where the geometry was supposed to be, and it just kind of messes it up. I mean, it's on. I'm using it on my phone. I only have like limited space to kind of navigate on the screen, and I might accidentally bump into something, you know. But I mean, being able to toggle it would be helpful, you know. That's kind of how I see it, at least. But that's all I really have to say. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this